love and happiness. I will say topics are selected by Tiasha only. When I asked her, she was so excited and she was like, "Oh, we will cover this and that." And see, Anisha, today's topics are what we are trying to find in every time and sometimes ending up with disappointment. Absolutely. When it's about emotion, we all make it so personal. A few hide it and face troubles too. Well, we will cover all those. So let's get started. So, what's the first topic for today? It what love is. Great. Then, Miss Tiasha, what is love for you? For me, love is something which have no conditions. It's accepting someone the way they are, as raw. Sometimes it's growing with together. So love is about not about giving proof and demanding something. It's about understanding someone completely. Even if you don't get that love back, you should hold on your you should hold your stand. I feel that greatest love is completely accept someone with their essence, especially when their essence especially when their essences collides with yours. Okay, but when it's about our generation, you will see they are more biased to seek attention, always seeking for love. Well, it will be appropriate to say that love because it's attention only they want. Being a lovesick cat isn't wrong, but when even without feeling or showing love, you seek for that, it's something I feel one shouldn't. Sometimes they show that they've fallen in love, but basically they want someone to control, or maybe for showing off. See, love is nothing about controlling at all. But just look at them, they're there to control social handles and even friend circle and visiting places, though that varies case to case, but still. Before saying someone that you love, you should question yourself. So, question yourself, how do I love them? Do I use them for my self satisfaction and importance? Am I giving them my complete presence and acceptance? Do I allow them to feel free? Because when you love someone, it's you should set them free. You should set them free. It's ask yourself, will you able to consider them even if they are going against of your belief system? If the answer is yes, then it will be ending of suffering. So just ask yourself, am I completely celebrating their essence as the way they are? Sometimes we mess up love with momentary craving. That's where we often do mistake what finding what true love is or what love is. That's actually the point. We don't need to find love, we just fall into that. Moms don't need to find anything in their children to fall in love with them, right? Not really, I don't believe in that. I think we choose to win it. How can we choose? We don't have that power to control our emotional vibes. It just keep going in its own way. Basically, when we accept someone the way they are without any change, we accept them raw, and we say that we love them. I personally feel it's a basic, it's choice. It's a basic choice. Okay, and what do you think about the trending meaning or use of love? I mean, though people say that I love my mom, love my family, that's another kind of thing. Love my, but when they are asked for opinions, they just restrict themselves to lady love or man love. Don't you think that? Well, I will say that those people that they are belonging to that that momentary crave, wanting people. I previously mentioned that. And if they keep thinking like that way, they will ending up nothing but self disappointment. Yes, even sometimes self destruction too. Yes. Okay. They then pretend to be mature. These things are nowadays so common in teenagers too, right? It's in children's, not even proper teenagers. Actually,
when I just see them, I feel like they know about so many subjects. They are getting more and more mature according to their ages.
It's
And
unexpectable.
yes, and at a time they will miss that childishness in them. If we keep considering everything as generation gap, one day even a 3-year-old one will behave like an adult.
It's funny to see a child, acting like an adult, but most of the time they are not even, mature enough.
Actually,
At that time, they don't even know how to handle a relationship properly. In the teenage age, parents are handling their children. So, you know, so
it's not that time for all these, right?
yeah, it's not the time for all this. So, it's unacceptable to see your children, taking immature decisions. I personally feel that teenage is the time for self-development. So, when you're working on your personality, it gives you self-confidence, and when you're confident enough, you will be happy.
Yes, and we all want to be happy, right?
Obviously.
Don't you think happiness is a choice?
Personally, I think that happiness is a choice, but it doesn't mean that we will always be happy and we have to always be happy. As we are human beings, so we have all kind of emotions, right? We have sadness, anxiety,
And sometimes we get angry too.
angry. But we can find happiness in little things. Most often, we are ignore that.
Yes, I personally feel that. Those people who know me well, they will agree. Whenever anyone asks me, "How are you doing?" I always answer perfectly fine. Uh, there comes a few unwanted situations too, but even in those times, it's good to stay with positive vibes, and
Actually.
that's what I feel.
For me, when I feel sad or low, I come in contact with nature. I personally feel that it's a good kind of self-healing process. Yeah, I personally feel that when you compare yourself with I see that most people comparing their self with others'
others,
happiness,
yes.
with others' happiness. So when you compare yourself with others, you will always find faults in you. See, if I compare myself with a billionaire, I will never be
Money and
satisfied. I will never be satisfied, and that dissatisfaction will make me unhappy always. I feel depressed. So personally, I feel work for what you're craving. Work for your dream. But if you don't get that first few go, you shouldn't be underestimate yourself. So we should regain that energy and start over again.
Yes, we should work again on ourselves. Right? And Tiash, as you too mentioned before about little things, I will say on that. See, before doing this podcast, I posted stories on my social handles. So few replies were so good. I mean, one replied to be who I am without any fear. For one, it's a dreams or ambitions, and for one, it's that Sunday suspense show from Radio Mirchi. I do listen that, right? Okay, and another one chooses having collection of books as happiness, and for few, it's music.
I personally
You
like
too like
that
that
reading
yes.
book, music and reading books.
Yes. So classical or pop or some other genre. Okay. So just see, we know how to groom ourselves and how to find happiness in little things. And dear listeners, I know many of you have at least that one person as your neighbor or family member who is into gossiping, right?
We call that gossiping aunties.
Yes. Okay, and you may or may not like that.
We all find gossiping aunties here and there in our
weird.
neighbors.
It's weird, okay, but still, okay, but
But it's in a way, it's we enjoy that gossip when they're
Sometimes.
gossiping. Yeah, sometimes we
Sometimes,
enjoy.
okay, so we may not like that, but it can be
The
even a
chatpata
way of
gossips, na?
yes, even it can be a way of happiness. Okay, and so sometimes it's weird, but sometimes let them do that. Okay, and if I talk about babies, they always find their happiness in little things. If you just give a toy to a crying baby, she will stop crying and will find happiness in that. But for us, the elder ones,
Innocent, no? They're so
yes, yes.
innocent.
But for us, it's not that easy to switch emotions.
Actually. So here I want to see that, as you say that someone find happiness in books. I personally like that person because I love
You love books.
so as you say that someone find happiness in books and in themselves. So just say yourself that मैं अपनी favorite हूँ.
Yes, that's your dialogue.
मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. So that's a good thing. See, it's better to find happiness in yourself rather than expecting and depending on someone for it. Even it's I feel good to know that someone said that for her happiness is accepting herself as the way she is. And here we can see that she find happiness in self-love, and it's very big thing. See, I personally feel that happiness is a state of mind. We create it and we have to work on it. So we can create happiness sometimes. Just stop overthinking.
We should stop
Overthinking. We just sometimes we just assume things, even not even knowing anything. So we should stop that. As you say that children are always happy human in this world, they're not assuming anything. You know why? Because they don't think too much.
Yes.
They observe little things, and even each and every detail of a thing. They observe that and take that positive and
All the positive vibes they take.
positive vibes and positive things from it. They know how to live the present.
Yes.
It's an important thing. It's very important to live your
To
present.
live in your present.
Yeah, it's very important. They know that how to live in present. Even they don't have regret of past.
Or they don't worry for their future.
Yeah, they don't worry about their future. So I personally prefer that think like a mature one, but keep that child in your life.
Yes.
It's basic. I mean, it's
It
better
should
to
be a
be
basic need.
it's better to be act like child sometime, not so always. But yeah, that's make you happy when you act like a child, not not like
not every time,
not
but
every
yes,
time, yeah.
sometimes
Sometimes कभी-कभी जरूरी भी होता है बच्चे
हाँ,
जैसा. So yeah, that's what we are not even any rat race, so it's not important to go fast, and because we're not in any rat race. We should learn from past rather than regret on it. Live that present fully to make a better future. I personally feel that. So we don't know how much time we have, right? So we should, because of this corona, we all we really
Everything ruined.
yeah, we don't even know how much time we have. So we should enjoy everything, enjoy every time, without expecting another
More
day,
time.
more time, another day to come.
Yes. We see there are office workers or some students or even some homemakers, as they have reached to a certain state of mind, they give up their hopes.
Yeah.
They just accept their monotonous life. In those cases, they let their cherishful mind go away from them. Some rough words from others make them violent and
Right.
depressed too, right? And I feel they just need to prioritize only a few people in their lives in that cases, right?
Yeah.
And those people shouldn't be the ones with they should be the ones with positive mindset. And they just don't need to take others' words so deeply. Just listen to them and try to grab the central point, then think if they can work on that. And it shouldn't be like overthinking or anything else.
Yeah. See, don't let toxic people ruin your day or
Yes,
your
actually.
state of mind. Why we allow them to why we listen of them?
Yes, there are a few.
Yeah, why are you listening of them?
Weird creatures.
Look, the first key of happiness is understanding the situation. So understand one thing, that what the person says, because toxic people, they
They
don't even not even happy.
That can be
that's
possible.
why
They are not happy and they try to.
and that's why they are, what they're saying, they don't even know it's good or
It's bad.
bad.
They don't
And
even
actually,
think that.
I feel that they, how you treat people, it's totally define your, your education, your nature.
Yes, actually.
So
Okay.
understand the situation. So when you understand that enough, when you able to understand that situation enough, nothing can destroy your state of mind.
Actually. So all these were about others. So what if I ask you what is happiness for you?
For me, happiness is nature, books, obviously, as I mentioned.
You told me.
So, listening songs, making foods.
Okay,
I'm
cook well.
I cook well. Now I personally feel that I cook well, and I'm also a foodie. So, and spending time with my loved ones. I have to mention that I love to be with them.
Yes, you love to be with me.
Yeah, I love to be with you too. So yeah, and one more thing that come in my mind is my grandma's memories.
Yes.
She taught me such good lessons of life. Grandparents are always, always there. They have
Some special
special
impacts.
impacts on our life. But after my grandma's death, I realized how much it's important to enjoy the present rather than waiting for another day to come.
And we can't even leave the past. Okay?
Yeah, actually.
We should stay in present. And I agree with you. Those days of listening stories, wondering about dream places, learning few lessons in probably the best ways are the ones we will always cherish. And it was like having extra love, extra care, and extreme happiness was lying
That's
in
extra
those.
foods too.
Yes, that extreme happiness was lying in those past precious years, and we have to extract essence from those past days and make our present filled with happiness. And we should work on our futures too.
If you're happy in your present, you work well, and that's impact on your future.
Yes, actually. So that's it for today. We hope you all have enjoyed it and got some positive vibes.
Let us know.
Yes, let me know about your thoughts. You will find us on our social handles, and we will be with you in another episode.